Title: A New World. I was 17 when I decided this world wasn't enough. Not in the dramatic teenage way. Not because I hated it. Because I understood it. I was the smartest kid at Westbrook High. That's not arrogance, it was measurable. I corrected calculus teachers mid-lecture. I rewrote the physics department simulation software because it was inefficient. My guidance counselor once told me, half joking, that I'd either win a Nobel Prize or accidentally end the world. I planned on the Nobel. While other kids chased parties and relationships, I chased equations. Quantum instability theory. Multiversal branching hypotheses. The many worlds interpretation wasn't just philosophy to me. It was an engineering problem waiting to be solved. If reality split at every decision, then somewhere perfection had to exist. A world without war, without poverty, without decay, a flawless branch of existence. And I was going to find it. The machine. I built it in my garage. My parents thought it was a science fair project that had gotten a little out of hand. They didn't understand the superconductive rings, the layered harmonic oscillators, or the gravitational lensing chamber I constructed from salvaged industrial parts. They didn't understand that I wasn't trying to simulate another reality. I was trying to step into one. The first test failed. The second nearly electrocuted me. The third caused a localized implosion that shattered every window in the garage and gave my neighbor a nosebleed. But on the 32nd attempt, the air folded. That's the only way I can describe it. It didn't tear or spark. It folded inward like invisible paper bending into itself. A scene formed in front of me, thin, vertical, shimmering like heat rising from asphalt. My heart pounded so hard, I thought I'd pass out. I had done it. I stepped through. Perfection. The first thing I noticed was the silence. Not absence of sound, but absence of chaos. The air was cleaner. The sky brighter, but not artificially so. The sunlight felt balanced. I was standing in my town. But it wasn't my town. Buildings were pristine. Roads flawless. No cracks. No litter. No faded paint. Cars moved silently. People walked with calm expressions. No one looked stressed. No one argued. Even the air smelled right. Like rain that had just fallen. I walked home. My house was there, but modernized. Perfect landscaping. Fresh paint. No sagging porch. I peeked through the window. My parents were inside. Smiling. Laughing. They looked younger. Healthier. And they weren't worried. In my world, my dad's blood pressure meds sat on the kitchen counter. Here, nothing. No pill bottles. I turned on a TV through the open window. Global news headlines scrolled peacefully. 100 years without armed conflict. Global energy crisis permanently solved. Universal disease eradication anniversary. It was too perfect. Not just improved. Optimized. Like someone had debugged existence. Him. I had to know one thing. I had to see myself. I went to the school. The building gleamed. Inside, students moved efficiently, calmly. No gossip. No bullying. No noise. Then I saw him. Me. He stood at a lab table, surrounded by advanced equipment far beyond what my world had. He was speaking confidently to teachers, and they were listening. Not tolerating. Listening. He looked complete. Satisfied. As if he had already achieved everything I was chasing. I approached slowly. He looked up. Our eyes met, and for a moment nothing. Then confusion. Then fear. Because I wasn't supposed to exist here. "You're not supposed to be here," he said quietly. His voice was mine. "I built the machine," I said. His expression changed. "No," he whispered. "You shouldn't have." That's when I felt it. A vibration. Low. Like the hum of something enormous turning on beneath the earth. "The cost. This world," he said carefully, "exists because certain variables were removed." "Removed?" I asked. He looked at me like I was slow. "Infinite branches compete. Some survive. Some collapse. This one stabilized." "How?" He hesitated, then pointed at me. "You." My stomach dropped. "In your branch, you built the machine." "Yes. And what happens when you destabilize a branch by observing it?" I thought back to quantum collapse theory. Observation changes probability states. He continued. "You stepping here creates cross-branch interference. Your world weakens." The hum grew louder. In the distance, something flickered. A building phased slightly, like a glitch in a video. I felt dizzy. "You mean you're destroying your own world?" he said. The call. I had to be sure. I ran to find my best friend, Marcus. If anyone would ground me, it was him. I found him at what used to be favorite run down basketball court. Except here it wasn't run down. It was immaculate. Marcus was taller, more confident, wearing a research badge around his neck. He saw me and froze. He didn't recognize me. It took minutes of explaining. Shared memories. Secrets only we knew. Finally, his face changed. "Bro," he whispered. "You're from a broken branch." "Broken." The word cut. "Your reality is collapsing," he said. "We've detected instability for hours." Hours. I'd only been here 30 minutes. Time dilation. The hum became a roar. The sky flickered. A crack split across the air like fractured glass. Through it, I saw my world. Buildings crumbling. Sky darkening. Streets empty. I had explored the world from afar, through my monitoring systems before stepping through. Now I was watching it explode. Not in fire. In erasure. Like someone deleting a file. "Trap, I have to go back," I shouted. Marcus grabbed me. "If you stay here, you stabilize here. But your world is gone. I can fix it. You destabilized it by looking." Behind us, the other version of me approached calmly. "You always wanted to change the world," he said. "I did." "You did." The ground beneath us glitched, textures dissolving into white static. "This branch cannot sustain dual originals," he said. "One must be pruned." Pruned. Like a mistake. The sky cracked whiter. White light poured in. And I understood. This world wasn't perfect because suffering disappeared. It was perfect because imperfection was deleted. Entire realities trimmed away, including mine. The escape. I ran, back toward where I entered. The scene was unstable now, shrinking, spasming like a dying heartbeat. Behind me, the perfect version of myself did not chase. He simply watched, because in his world, problems solved themselves. I dove through the folding air and landed hard on my garage floor. Smoke filled the room. Alarm screamed. The machine, my machine, was melting. Circuits overloading. Rings bending inward. On the monitors, static, then nothing. No alternate feed. No brand signatures, just a single blinking message. Primary reality stabilized. I crawled outside. The neighborhood looked normal. Cracked sidewalks, faded paint, my dad's truck with rust on the door, a siren in the distance. Imperfect, alive. My phone buzzed. Marcus, from my world. Yo, you good? You disappeared for like 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I looked back at the garage. The machine collapsed inward on itself, not exploding, not burning, just folding, like the air had done. And then it was gone. No debris, no evidence, like it had never existed. After, I never rebuilt it. I still taught every class. Teachers still look at me like I'm dangerous. But I understand something now. Perfection isn't stable. It requires deletion, correction, erasure. This world is flawed. People get sick. We argue. We fail. But we exist. Somewhere out there is a version of me in a flawless reality. Maybe he won the Nobel. Maybe he solved everything. But I saw what it cost. And sometimes, late at night, when the house is quiet, I swear I hear that low hum again, like something enormous is deciding whether this branch is worth keeping.